Hi, this is Thea of Ellis Family Farms, and today I want to talk to you about my three things. And you think, what are my three things? Well, I listened to a podcast called Living Free in Tennessee with Nicole Sauce, and I really like her podcast. I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I like hers in particular because not only does she have a homestead in Tennessee and stuff, but she does a lot of her own work there, and she has given me confidence. Well, okay, not confidence, but she has helped me to understand that I can do some things on my own too. Whenever her well pump goes bad, she can fix it. She's been working on a duplex and working on plumbing and working on drywall and all kinds of other stuff. I mean, and she shares some of the issues that she's had with doing this, and so it's kind of helped me think, all right, I can do this. So one of the things that she does is called in My Three Things, which is kind of a cool thing. It's an accountability thing. We all go on to, well, you can either do it on Facebook through her Facebook page of Living Free in Tennessee, or most of us have been going to MeWe, trying to do it through MeWe, MEWE. It's a different social network, and because apparently some people are trying to get away from Facebook and all their political shenanigans. So I've been going on MeWe basically every morning and put the three things that I want to get done that day. These are the do or die or whatever. Well, for a long time I was an idiot and I thought it was just, three things I had to get done. Had to get Kansas City softball practice, had to get the dishes done and things like that. But basically what it really means is you sit down and what are my three things that I want to accomplish toward getting what I want out of life, what I want to get done, and the three things that you need to do to get toward those things. So I'm not explaining this very good, but essentially today I want to talk to you about my three big things. What are the actual things that I want to accomplish in life, and therefore each day I break down what do I need to do today to get toward at least one of those big three things. And, we all have lists, huge long lists of everything we need to get done, including the softball practice and the dishes and the laundry and the ducks and chickens and whatever else, But to be able to focus on what your major big three things are and what three things are you going to do today to get you toward it. So, my first big three thing is to getting into the trailer house. I'm so tired of living in the camper, and it's truly been, it's been 6.5 years. In January it's going to be 7 years we've lived in the camper, and so I'm ready to get into the house. And we actually got a few things done, and we're getting there, but let me show you some of the things that we've gotten done and some things I got to get done. I've got some wind today, and I'm sorry about that. Well, this is one of the things that Tom actually got done this weekend. Well, I mowed on this side of it the other day, but Tom spent the weekend trying to clear the ditch itself with the really tall weeds, so maybe we can get the sewage run. It took him all day to do it, which I have to admit I find discouraging, because if he'd just done it back when November, whenever it first happened, this would have been done. But it's not my deal, that's his. So at least he did work on that. He's got the ditch cleared again, so maybe we can get the sewage line run. Obviously, Kinsey is ready to move into her room. I don't blame her. Poor thing. And we basically got it ready where she can live in here anyway. We got those are just sheets, and we'll get some blackout curtains because those are south-facing windows, and they're going to let in a lot of heat. But at least it was something that she can have for right now. And we do have electricity in here, like I said previously. Are you going to let me through? This is the room I was working on. This is one that we call it Joseph's room, but most likely this is probably where we're going to put our deep freezes and my canning supplies and stuff. So, and I was working on it, but because Tom's actually doing something, we kind of changed. Well, we're always changing and trying to reassess. So now I'm working on this room. I got to get rid of this ugly blue. I got a bunch of the junk out of here the other day. But if you look, this is messed up It's just like Molly screwed in or something. So I'm going to see if I can get some sort of not caulking, but some sort of glue and glue that up in properly and then get this all taped up. And yes, that's ugly color. I don't like that color. But you know what? I can change it later or not. My goal is to get in here. So that's what we need to do. But I do need to fix that before I even do any painting. And see, yeah, I'm going to need to do some more caulking and stuff too. We were going to do all new flooring throughout, but you know what? As ugly as this is, it's there. We've got some pieces missing, and so we thought we were definitely going to have to. But look, I found a whole case and a partial case of the same stuff, so I can repair it. I can move on with that. And I can actually even live with this color, but I probably, I don't know. I may not. And people keep giving us furniture, and that's cool, but I don't even, I haven't seen our stuff in years. It's been packed in a garage that I know has been broken into a few times, so I don't even know what I own yet. But we've been given a few things, and but I don't, like I said, I don't know what we need. This is a love seat that was given to us just the other day. This is the kitchen area, and yes, I can deal with this for a while, but there's a lot of big cracks between here. So I have to admit, I'd like to get this replaced to see, you can see some cracks there. But you know what? If it means I have to deal with it until I get moved in, that's fine too. So, and then we can't even get in here. What we're going to have to do with this refrigerator, it's too tall to go up there. So I guess we're going to have to take apart part of that shelf, that upper shelf, and put it somewhere else, I guess. I don't know what we're going to have to do with it, but we can't even get the refrigerator up against the wall. And yes, this flooring is ugly too, but it's flooring. So the only other real room between the one we call Joseph's room and this is the master bedroom, this needs must-have flooring too. And can't remember if I told you guys. I mean, we got these little bitty dinky closets. There's not much to them, and I'm not going to use this tub. And so I think I'm going to tear this tub out and put a closet in there. And it should be a good-sized closet and figure out how to do it, but. And of course, like I said, I can move in and do that while I'm living here. And I know doing construction while you're living somewhere is a pain in the neck, but it's better than a camper. We did get it where we can at least get up and down the stairs. I really like those stairs, and pretty much like this view too, except for all the junk. So that's another one of the things is, and that's my number 3 thing, or the biggest one, is cleaning up the farm. Cleaning first, the big goal is to make this into a beautiful farm that people will want to be here for. I want to make it where that, you know, put some cabins in here, do some swales, put some ponds in, continue to plant trees, make this a really beautiful oasis that people want to come here and stay here and visit my animals and you know, just make it a nice farm experience, and I need to do that because, like I said, we're not getting any younger, and I don't have a retirement, so I need to find some way to make income. So that was my number 3. I'm kind of mixing them, but that's okay because I want to. Well, I guess I can continue with this. My number 3 thing of my 3 things is to develop this farm. So, but we've had some losses. I got to talk to you about the losses. It's been a kind of a rough morning. We've been losing. Watch out, baby. We've been losing some chickens over time, and we've been losing some ducks, as you've seen where I've lost ducks and stuff. But I got it this morning, and we're down to 9 chickens. We had 20 last week, and apparently all my ducks are gone. And that, I have to admit, that just really breaks my heart. And I take responsibility for it. I haven't kept the weeds up off of the fence line like I should have. We've been letting the dogs come into the camper every night. They've been sleeping in the camper, and last night I made them stay outside. And you would think that I was torturing them. Candy even jumped up on a chair and had to pause against the window. Please let me in. But she's supposed to be my livestock guardian dog, and I've gotten too soft on her, and so we've got to keep them outside. And even then, I think what they did is they went in the barn and slept, and so that's when I had most of more losses last night. So I had a broody hen that was sitting on some duck eggs for me, and she got killed over the weekend. So this morning I pulled the duck eggs because they only need another week or so to be old enough to hatch. So I put them in an incubator, and hopefully we can have some baby ducks. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to. So I've had to spend the weekend thinking about what do I want to accomplish with my animals. I mean, I know what I want to accomplish, and I was trying to decide, is this an indication that I need to just quit doing animals? But that's not part of my goal for number 3. You know, if I'm going to have a farm, well, for one thing, I want to grow my own food, and I don't eat just vegetables. I eat meat and eggs and along with the vegetables. So I was discouraged, but that's okay. I'll get it figured out and get it fixed and move on. And I know I'm always going to have some losses, but not like what I've had over this weekend. So I've got to get things under control and start replacing some animals and see if I can start to do a better job of it. So that's number 3. Number 3 of my big 3 things is developing the farm, animals, garden, cleaning up, long term, building some little cabins, doing whatever, just making this a nice place to be. So that's my number 3. Number 2 was bringing in income. Okay, so, and I know that, like I said, that's out of order, but number 2 of bringing in income is I got to have some income for now. So I'm trying to learn how to do Amazon seller. I'm still trying to do this YouTube channel and get things figured out for that. And I'm also doing, we're still doing some Kinsey's candles. We're probably not going to do the cup candles anymore because too many people are going, ooh, I can get a pretty cup and put beeswax in it. But so I'm probably going to go back more to beeswax candles with essential oils in them, like lavender and eucalyptus and stuff like that. But I've got the healing salve, and I'm looking into doing some body butter and stuff like that. So I have my Kinsey's candles on Etsy. It's Kinsey's Candle Shop. That's where you can find that stuff. And and writing, I'm trying to learn how to write. I mean, I like to write, but I'm still trying to find my voice. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be writing and stuff. I enjoy it, but I need to get in gear and do that too. So those are my 3 things that I want to do. My 3 things are getting into the trailer house. That's the very first thing. And number 2, creating income. And number 3, developing the farm. So every day when I write my 3 things down for the day, I want to keep in mind those 3 major things, and the 3 things that I want to accomplish that day needs to go toward one or more of those 3 things. And if it's just one thing that you get done for that day, that's better than nothing. And so those are my 3 things for right now, and I'd like to hear what you think are of your 3 things, and maybe you can go into the Living Free in Tennessee chat section or just even on the page of for MeWe and on Facebook, and start being accountable to yourself. What are your 3 things that you want to do each day? Okay, this is another example of what I was talking about when I say that what it's like to trying to build a homestead with someone with depression. Let me show you. Remember me showing you the adhesive I needed to fix that shower? Well, right there. And basically that means it's been out in the rain for 2 years. So it's been kind of a rough day. I hate that I'm losing so many birds. Can't work on the trailer. I mean, I probably can. I just needed to get that shower done. But I get discouraged. I won't lie. I get discouraged whenever I have a project in mind and I go looking for what I need to do it, and it's been sitting in the rain rotting. And most everything out here has been sitting in the rain rotting for a few years. So tomorrow's another day. It'll get better because I don't give up.